Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to begin. The Irish Spaghetti Podcast. Like and subscribe. Please enjoy the show. Once I hear that snap, I'll jump right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Irish Spaghetti Podcast. We're your hosts, Billy G, Nikki P. Nick, how are you?
I am very well today, my friend. I could not be happier.
Dude, look at this set, bro.
Check this shit out. Upgrades, baby. We fixed the microphones. We got the TV working behind us. Shout out to Spencer, man. I really appreciate that. I didn't know it was this simple to even do. You might notice sometimes when we're using it, though, there's going to be some lag or the lighting quality might go down a little bit. That's just because, again, our computer is weak. And until we upgrade that, the processing power kind of gets split between the apps. So sometimes there's a little bit of drag on certain parts. But we shouldn't have any issues while we're just talking regular with everything set up the way it is now.
I mean, but you guys see, I mean, look what it's, I mean, just take a look at our last episode till now.
Pretty cool.
I mean, we took a huge step forward, and we, like we said, I mean, everything we got, we're putting into the show, and we're making it better. Mm-hmm. Like we said, even from the beginning, every grueling inch that we're just aiming for to make it successful and good and do what we can for you guys. We're going out and putting our necks on the line and doing it.
That's what success is. You're building a wall brick by brick. You know, you live in the inches, but you look at the miles. That's what I like to say.
Exactly.
Let me check this real quick.
Zing, bang, boom.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
Looks so good.
It's clean.
Man. The lighting is better too. We got some upgrades to that. Just an all around good vibe to it, man.
I missed that fist bump.
Yeah.
There we go.
Super
I was looking this way. I'm like,
dude, I'm sitting up here like this. And
I just punched the laptop off the fucking desk.
I didn't even know what to do with my hammer. I was like,
my bad. But anyway, we hope you enjoyed the magic episode. That was a special occasion. We did our best to, bring you some entertainment, even though I wasn't exactly. I was all over the place, but it was fun. I hope you enjoyed it.
Nah, you know what? We took a wild stab about it. We were laughing the next day.
Creative leap.
Because, we said, at the beginning, we said, whatever we're going to do, whatever happens. And that's what happened,
That's kind of who we are, though. We like to take risks. I mean, obviously, we're putting ourselves out there and doing this, so... Yeah, so we just wanted to, let you guys know that we're working really hard to bring higher quality and production values. We're also going to add that montage and the intro at the beginning within the next week or two, so there'll still be even more to come. And once we get the new laptop, it'll go up even more. So stick with us. I promise you we're going to bring you on a journey. It's just going to get better and better, and this will be a legitimate show before long if it's not already.
No doubt. Yeah, we're there. We're getting close. We're damn close. Right? And I also wanted to announce that, like, I say that every number that has, like, some type of, like, spiritual, like, background to it, we want to do something special. So I was going to announce this to you. So for episode 23, I'm going to shoot heroin live on TV.
Can we just get locked up?
I just want this rig that's just been used a million times. I like open it up with some gross zipper, start burning that spoon.
The show ends in a police raid. That's the last episode.
You're like, you look over, you go, so what do you think of that, Billy? And I go,
and that's our show. You're just pissing on the floor.
Dude, I swear to God, you asked me a question. I gotta keep it out. But you just asked me a question, just urine starts like filling up my pants. That'd be so funny, man.
I'm just gonna check his pulse.
Yes. He's dead, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back.
Oh God,
man, that'd be too funny.
But, what do we have on the docket for today,
all right,
Billiam?
Man, opening up the docket. I don't know if if you haven't slept in the last few days, then you did see what was going on. Madonna unveiled her new face at the Grammys.
You mean her refurbished face?
Dude, she's an alien. And you know what? Like, we've talked about botched surgeries and stuff like that before. I think these surgeons, if you want to call them that, I think they're just, I mean, they're grifters at this point, but
I'm not convinced that they're botched surgeries. Maybe that's just as good as they could do.
No, but don't you think when you start becoming like not human, don't you think the surgeries, like, are the surgeons just as much as that fall? Because okay, we get it. This like when women do their tits and they're like out to here and they look crazy and their asses out there and stuff like that. It's like, okay, this isn't healthy anymore.
Right.
Mentally or physically, this isn't healthy anymore. And it's like, don't you think those doctors are just as responsible? You know what I mean?
Right.
So like sure, I could put 10,000 cc's into your tit. Why not?
They don't give a shit, though. These girls are clamoring for it. They're making a lot of money doing this, honestly. What's to stop them?
There's a, we used to watch it on Jenny Jones. Like, the chicks with the giant titties would come out. Like, yeah! It was so good, man. You know what's funny is that, like, Jerry had, like, all the low-class people on, but Jenny was always doing, like, sex episodes. And, like, the big titties. They'd be smashing watermelons and stuff like
Gallagher.
that, you know?
Those Gallagher tits.
Yeah. But Madonna, I was telling you earlier, Madonna has a beautiful set of titties. Her ass looks ridiculous. Honestly, Madonna's always been incredibly petite. She's a very small woman. It's kind of like Little Kim. There's a lot of bite to her, but in a really small package.
Right.
And she gets this fake ass on her, and
it's
it
atrocious.
looks ridiculous.
It's
Big
atrocious.
titties on a small body look fine. Big ass on a small body looks ridiculous. It just does.
I'm going to give you ladies a pro tip. You might not want to hear some mansplaining, but this is the absolute truth. Nothing looks better, and this is for men and women, by the way. Nothing looks better on you than confidence.
Yeah.
Nothing does. If you don't have the perfect body according to your own self-image or whatever it is, but if you have confidence and you have charisma, that's way more attractive than trying to have the perfect physique and the perfect ass and the perfect tits and all that crap. That's not going to do it. I'm more attracted to girls with like that confidence about them and that like, you know, like that air of like mystery about them than just the physical look alone. Like I'd rather have, I hate to use numbers, I'd rather go out with a 7 with confidence than a 10 that's fucking flat as a board. You know what I mean? As far as personality wise. Yeah. Just that boring personality. And I don't give a shit how good you look if you don't have any fucking intrigue and mystery about you, if you will.
I like a 4 with like that doesn't have too much confidence.
I want her to have a flat head.
But like lots of makeup. I like fake lips and big old eyelashes and stuff like that. And I like I
like a 2 because I know she'll never leave me.
I like a really bad like upbringing, like, you know, God. I like when like I ask her about where she grew up, she starts crying and stuff like that.
Oh my God.
No, but he's absolutely right.
That last snaggle tooth in her head.
Before it melts out from the bowl of meth I'm like cooking up for her.
Just feeding her Jello and oatmeal for the last 30 years.
No, but you're right. Absolutely. Nothing looks better on them than confidence and a little bit of foundation.
And a little bit of foundation.
Maybe some eyelashes that twirl just a bit.
But no, Madonna looks like a mutant. It's not attractive.
She looks like a praying mantis. Dude.
Here's the thing. It's like when we were talking about downstairs, like just let it go. You had your time. You were a beautiful girl. You were successful, famous. You had it all. You don't get to keep this forever. And I was telling Billy, I'm like, when it's my turn to be old, I'm just going to be old. I'm not going to try to recapture my youth. You know what I mean? I'm not going to try to act like I'm young again or whatever. Just be old. Like, live through all the phases of life. That's what you're supposed to be here to do. I'm sure it's going to be great if you just lean into it. Stop trying to fight against nature.
Yeah.
And just be thankful and appreciative. She did great. You had a great run, Madonna. You had a great run. Dude, I miss your real face.
Yeah. Suzanne Summers is almost 80 and she didn't get a whole lot of work done. She's fucking bad, dude. And she's almost 80. Madonna was never like, oh my God, she's so drop dead gorgeous. She was just like really slutty, really fun, and extremely
But she was hot. She was
talented.
Sexy. Like she had a hotness about her.
Yeah, her talent like made her really sexy too. Her songs were dope, dude. Like honestly, her music was really good.
Yeah.
And she was always wild and stuff like that. But so that's what I'm saying. It's like to cling on to you know, oh, I gotta have my
just let it go. It's not gonna last forever.
It just looks silly. It looks silly. It's
but go out like a gangster. You were one of the goats. You know what I mean? Like go out with some class. Come out on stage old and wave. Everyone's gonna clap and remember you. It's better than coming out a mutant.
Yeah.
You shouldn't look better in like the wax museum version of you. Shouldn't look better than your actual face.
Yeah,
it shouldn't.
But dude, honestly, my hat's off. Like we were arguing about this before. My hat's off to her surgeon. Madonna's titties look wonderful, and I'm sorry.
That looks like the last thing left on her that looks real to me.
We don't ever want to get too grotesque on the show. We made a point. You know what? Her fucking titties, man. No, but her titties are beautiful. Madonna's titties are absolutely like
they just start
motorboat, baby. Nah.
We don't like to get too grotesque.
Nah, but she comes out on the Grammys, and then oh my God, dude, this cringe. Oh, it was so bad. So Madonna like calls in favors from every single one of her celebrity friends, and they sit at this table. I'm telling you this right now. This table. I hate when celebrities get together because the smugness. You almost see smugness lines coming
like
off.
Vapor.
Yeah, like you know, like stink lines in a cartoon.
Smugness.
Like I'm telling you, it's almost like comes off them. They're all sitting there and like really, really. up-to-date, fashionable clothes, and they're all dressed in black and white, and they're all sitting there. Madonna's got like one of those whips that like BDSM girls use, and she's like sitting there holding it.
The cigarette extender.
And then you just see this slob Amy Schumer, and like I'm sure she got the same memo as everybody else. Amy Schumer comes out in this shirt, this fucking. I'm fat too, but she comes out in this like loose t-shirt, and she's just sitting there. And meanwhile, Amy Schumer is the only one with any lines in this video. Lil Wayne sitting there smoking marijuana. Jack Black sitting there. Jack Black is like the coolest one out of all of them. He's not even saying Jack Black. He's Jack Black's a great guy. You can tell he's a wonderful.
You can tell he's a real dude. Like he doesn't seem like he let that fame go to his head. Like he's still cool and shit.
No doubt.
I'd have a beer with Jack Black any day.
I think Madonna was like, Jack, I really need you. Like, my career is floating on the toilet. Like, please help me. And Jack's such a nice guy. He's like, I'll come here, but I'm not saying shit. And they're sitting in the room, and they're all sitting there. And Amy Schumer, and they start talking like us, which was even weirder.
Like people? They start talking like real people.
And you know, and Madonna comes out, and Madonna's like, I'm going to show my humorous side to let the world know. And I'm almost fucking certain she said it just like that. So she slides a bowl. I don't even know what they are. I think they were like some type of cracker, but probably more expensive than normal
She
crackers.
looks like Mickey Rourke in The Wrestler.
Yes, it was so bad. She was Randy Ram. I'm so surprised she didn't do the Ram move.
You see her just like, she's just like on the rope and jumps off.
She's like, you're hard. And meanwhile, she like opens up her heart. It's like a machine. And you're like, oh, you got that done too, right? So they're all sitting there talking like people, and it's really weird. So Madonna goes, let me let them laugh so they could come and see my show. She slides this bowl of pretzels or something over to Amy Schumer, and of course Amy Schumer's like, oh, okay, and she goes, truth. Dare.
Oh my God.
And Amy Schumer's like, she goes, dare, and Madonna goes, I want you to take one of those crackers, and I want you to show everybody at this table how you would eat your husband's asshole. And
this isn't even entertaining or funny or amusing. It's not clever, pithy, or interesting.
I'm trying to make it more than what it is, but I'm telling you, this is it. Amy Schumer grabs one of the crackers and starts licking the middle of it. And let me ask you a question.
Amy Schumer's atrocious.
Dude, she's just disgusting. Let me ask you a question. It's like, at home, it's Amy Schumer and it's Madonna. At home, are we supposed to be going, oh my God, she's not doing this right now. She's not doing this.
Was she wearing those shitty leather pants she always wears?
Dude, I didn't even see the bottom of half her. Dude, that bitch is worth like $40 million.
She looks like the taffy monster from Raggedy Ann and Andy.
Yeah, and that's what's so
terrible,
weird.
Man.
And what the problem is, it's uncanny.
Pizza the Hut?
Yeah. And she starts licking this cracker, and then she sets it down, and then Amy Schumer looks over at like the words for coming off the monitor, like the
teleprompter?
The teleprompter.
Yeah.
And she looks up and she goes, okay, Madonna, truth or dare? And Madonna's like, and she's like,
with her face that barely works anymore.
No
expression.
Straight face. She goes, as you can see how excited I am.
She looks like Marilyn Manson now.
Yeah, it was so bad, dude. And Madonna goes,
stop trashing her face.
And
she's already trashed it for us.
Dude, yeah, she
Sorry,
did
go.
it. Yeah, we didn't do it. She did it. Amy Schumer goes, I dare you, Madonna, to do a world tour of all your greatest hits. And they start like going back and forth, and it's like, and then it like dawns on you like, oh, this is what it is. It's like it's an ad for her new like world tour. Let me tell you something, dude. There's no kids. No kids are gonna jump up and get excited about a new Madonna world tour. Whoever would go to a Madonna world tour doesn't need an ad for it. They're gonna go anyway.
Let's get real. Most of her fans are dead.
For real,
they're fucking
dude.
dead, man. Her fans were like the homosexual community.
They're either
from like the 70s, and they were partying pretty hard back then. I highly doubt most of them even exist anymore.
Using the same needles Freddie Mercury was using, like,
and the same face Freddy Krueger is using. Come on.
So bad, man.
Oh my God.
It's
atrocious.
I mean, when she was still had hits out, the Legion stage was still going. I mean, they're 6 feet under now.
Oh my God.
You know?
But it's wild that they come out and they still think that we're all interested. It's like, look, again, you had your day in the sun. You had your time. Let it pass.
Wonderful run.
Look, I'll applaud. You did a great job. Your career was amazing. You really accomplished a lot. Let it go.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be important forever. At some point, you got to make way for the new generation. You did your job. You did your time. It's great. Louis C.K. has a great thing. He's like, take your turn and just die.
Yeah. And you know what? Honestly, it's like what Madonna was, it kind of reminds me of Howard Stern.
What, human?
Yeah.
When she used to be?
Talented humor, and then that reached such a level, because she was it at one time. She was the material
she was the
girl.
shit, man. Yeah.
She was insane. Yeah. And she was on, like, the mecca, of everything in music at one point. And I wonder, it's like, that, and I it's almost like, I'm not, like, reasoning with her. I'm just saying, only few people felt that, like to have that, to reach that level and then to let it go. I don't know, like, how hard that must be to, like Howard Stern.
I'm sure it's very difficult, but
Muhammad Ali.
Don't you see it coming? You have all this time to plan for it and prepare. It's not like, who has it truly hard? The people that are like high level sports athletes, because their careers are short. They retire basically not even at middle age, and letting it go at that point is very difficult, because you still have like 40 years.
Exactly.
You're like 35 and you're considered old already. Like, that's tough. I understand how they struggle and how they keep coming back. That I get. But she's 90 years old. She's been able to perform for the last 60 years. It's like, you didn't get robbed. You know what I mean? You had your fucking time. It's unbelievable.
Dude, her run was a marathon.
Also, it's like you're tarnishing your legacy by holding on for too long. Now that's part of it.
Dude, you can't even move. Like, I watch her TikTok videos, and she moves like an older woman. And dude, honestly, and that's not me giving her shit. She's older woman. It's okay.
We're all gonna move like older people, because we're all gonna get old.
She, not only that, like, even with all the like plastic surgery and stuff, she still kept in shape. She looks great for her age. But holy shit,
for her age,
world tour?
Yeah,
who's going to that? Who? Yeah. And like he said, one half is dead, and then the other half's in the Sunnyvale.
She has to take a stair chair to get on the stage to perform.
And he's right, because he does, dude. Because she goes out there and she'll do some half-ass show like Mick Jagger, and they go out there and they're Mick Jagger's still coming out there doing his
geriatric
thing. It looks
Mick Jagger.
silly as fuck, dude. It looks silly as fuck.
It's ridiculous.
And again, it's like, oh my gosh. Like Led Zeppelin knew. Led Zeppelin walked away. Robert Plant has been offered, and no, he can't hit those same notes, but I guarantee you motherfuckers would still give him huge money to go out and do like appearances and stuff. And he's out.
But for the sake of like just preserving your legacy, don't do it. We didn't need to make Indiana Jones 4.
Yeah.
The trilogy was perfect. And now guess what? Every time I watch Raiders, Temple of Doom, or Last Crusade, I go, but fucking Kingdom of the Crystal Skull stunk.
Yeah.
And it just tarnishes the entire thing. I grew up loving those. And it's the same thing. Like, this chapter in Madonna's life is Indiana Jones 4.
Dude, yeah.
It's garbage, man. I'm not trying to shit on her, but you don't come out with that face and expect nothing to come back your way.
But both her and Harrison Ford, that ball would crush them at this age. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
Dude. It would fucking crush them at this age. By the way, you know why they're making the new Indiana Jones 4, right?
Well, he's been doing a lot of work. He did that.
He goes back in time, right? He dies.
Oh, God damn it. Who's the girl that replaces him?
Exactly. Then
before I even hear it.
Dude, his niece becomes the new Indiana Jones. And you know why? They're setting it up, right? Because there's a new Indiana Jones coming out who's his niece for Disney Plus next year.
God.
So they release this, open that pathway, and now not only Indiana Jones are they killing him off and just tarnishing everything he did, but now they're taking away everything he did and just saying, well, a girl did this. A girl could do all this.
Not Indiana Jones, man.
Yeah.
Leave my fucking trilogies alone. Just let me have Indiana Jones. I grew up watching that. I love it. Like,
there's a porn star named Indiana
kid in me
James.
is dying with that franchise. You're taking it all.
You might as well just not watch
start
it.
your own thing. You got Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's dope. That's pretty much Indiana Jones for girls. Be that character. Stop killing my shit.
Dude, if a guy came out and was like, I'm Larry Croft, I would
slap the shit out of him.
Popcorn at the screen. I go, what is this stupid shit?
Beat it, Larry.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Laura Croft is a girl. Who the fuck wants to see you?
And Laura Croft is dope too.
Yes,
it's awesome.
There's nothing wrong with it, dude. Oh my God, there was plenty of girl heroes. But I'm sorry, but it's like, does every movie now? I need to see some 4'9", 110.
Can we retaliate?
Just like busting up dudes left and right. Okay, it's just
I think we should do this. I think we should retaliate. Every time they make Indiana Jones a girl, we should make Sigourney Weaver and Alien a guy.
Yeah.
And just remake every girl hero that's been great throughout time. Like Joan of Arc, we should make it like Joan of Arc.
Yes.
And just retaliate and just fuck up all their actual great women heroes.
Yeah. Ripley comes out and it's like fucking some dude. It's like Channing Tatum, and you're like, yeah,
that'd be hysterical.
Yeah, that'd be so funny, dude. Because we might as well do that. I mean, there's no sanctity of whatever we care about.
We should just screw their shit up
do
too.
Whatever they want and roll it out, and expect us to just not say shit. And you know what? Honestly, I don't care about them making new movies. But God, dude, why do they gotta spoil every franchise?
You know what the thing is that you could feel like the spite and the hatefulness in it. It's an attack. It's upsetting, man.
And it's like
men are people too. We have feelings
but
too.
Then they look at you and go, "What? You don't like it? You
better not hate this, you racist masochist."
Yeah.
Masochist. I fucked that one up. It is if I watch it, I feel like a fucking masochist.
Just the whole time, the whole fucking movie.
Hey guys, you want to come over and watch The Woman King together?
Oh my God.
Throw that on,
dude. The Woman King. Oh my God, dude. I couldn't. Honestly, first of all, it's lying. It's got a whole different retell of woman, and I'm sorry, dude, but it's like.
You can't have that.
No, you can't.
Why don't we make another one? We call it like the lizard ape. It's like they're two different things entirely. You can't conflict that way.
You can't say the Woman King because that just means queen.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense. And dude,
Which is the basis of all of Madonna's fan base is queens.
But we're barely breaking these barriers now. I promise you, there was no, big ass, African warrior looking at some little chick that was just like gathering berries a day ago, and he's like, "I will follow you into any battle." No, bitch,
Wakanda forever. I don't know why.
Ass back there and gets my soldiers some more water.
Seems right.
Stupid bitch, go. And she would go, "Oh, okay, you're getting angry. I'm gonna go now."
Oh my God.
Bitch, we have a war to fight, and you are ruining everything now. Get the fuck away and get the fucking water. And I swear, dude, it's silly.
Yeah.
A Woman King. Get the fuck
Madonna's new face. Weird times, guys. Weird times.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm sure you're going to see that face a lot more coming, considering this. I'm sure the Super Bowl, they'll have some more ads with her in it, huh?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, the Super Bowl is coming. We got the Chiefs if anybody still gives a shit. Professional sports is seriously sick these days. I sit here all year long and watch, I go on my fight pages on it because everybody does on Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that, and you just see sports just trying to murder each other over people that don't care about them, that are making money that they never see. It's the silliest thing. It's
Paint your face silly. And beat up your neighbor.
Exactly, man. You turn your car into some big stupid, giant helmet, and you can't even see. You're crashing with your kids in there and stuff.
I know nothing about any sport except for boxing and MMA, but mostly boxing. That's the one sport that I watch and I understand and I enjoy and appreciate. So whenever football season rolls around, I always work in casinos or, just anywhere really. Everyone starts talking about football and I'm completely iced out of the conversation. I have no fucking idea what's going on. So whenever people are cheering for their team, I just scream football.
Yeah.
I just go football.
And I'm sure you
football. Everyone's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
People are like, yeah, let's go. I'm like, football. I have no idea what's going on. I don't understand the terms.
But you know
I have no clue what's going on.
Combat sports to anything that involves a ball I feel like it's just two separate, entirely different things.
You know what? Truth be told, I could shit on football and all that stuff all day or whatever, but if you just like to just unwind and just let your mind go and get into something, great. I'm not do whatever you want. If you like it, I love it. What I think is weird is that so I look at my mind like a hard drive, and you only have so much space on that hard drive or so much real estate in there that you can actually take up with information and knowledge and thoughts and things like that. And people put an absurd amount of football information in their hard drive. It's about, every player's stats, who's injured, what their parents' names are, what their jersey is, the whole history of that jersey, the entire team. The amount of time and people that do fantasy football, the amount of time invested in it is astonishing to me. And again, I'm not even trying to shit on them. It's just, to me, I don't understand it. It seems like a lot of work to know all that, honestly.
Okay, so if you want a hobby and you want to do those things, I'm totally fine with that. You know what I don't like? I don't like when it dictates your mood.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
how you're depressed if your team loses.
Somebody or how you treat somebody that likes a team that you don't like. Mm-hmm. I don't like how you can make
the divisiveness.
Yeah, you can make a judgment call on somebody because they like a team or something like that. It's like, dude, honestly, first of all, it's not that serious. If you're going to go home and be mad at your family and shit over the Patriots or the fucking Packers because they didn't. That's ridiculous to me. I just always found that really silly. Man.
Also, the ones that are like judgmental, he should have caught that. It's like, you catch it. Good luck.
They used to make us wear jerseys. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you go do it,
You show him how easy it is.
Yeah.
What, out of the 9 million passes that has been thrown his way, he can't miss one?
That was a 65-yard throw. You're telling me your dad's
and
is
going to
jump up and right? Yeah,
you can do so much better. Shut up.
It's the same thing. It's just the couch dwellers that sit there and tell you exactly how they would have punched or they would have caught the ball. It's so stupid, man. I don't know.
Eat another fucking blood sausage, you fat fuck.
You know what I mean? By the way, your burgers are burning on the grill over there, stupid.
You're drunk. You just fell over the coffee table and took a bowl of Cheetos down. Oh, Christ. What else do we got? Billiam? Billy G?
Do you bet? Do you still bet on anything? Did you ever do anything?
I only bet on combat sports. Only when I understand when there's an anomaly. Because I understand. First of all, when you bet, like, especially boxing, MMA, I have a hard time with because I don't understand jiu-jitsu as well, so I don't understand, like, the differences in skills as much. But I deeply understand boxing. Like, a while back, Deontay Wilder was fighting a guy named Dominic Breazeale. And there was no doubt in my mind that he wasn't going to make it out of the first round, let alone the third. And the odds makers fucked up. So they had it set up to where it was like if you bet by knockout in the first 3 rounds, it was like plus like 700 or 500 or something like that, which is all but a guarantee. So I told everyone that I know, I'm like, this is a rare situation where the odds makers have it wrong. They don't understand the sport as well. And bet run 2 and 3, put like, 20, 40, 50, but it doesn't matter how much. You're going to win that shit on all 3 rounds. And no matter which one you hit in, it's going to cover all your losses and you're going to make a shit ton of money on top of that. Well, he got blasted out in the first round. He got starched. And that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. But that's where betting is good, when you find anomalies, when you understand the sport so well that you see how they got it wrong. They didn't understand that was all but a 100% chance guarantee that he was going to knock him out in the first 3 rounds, and the odds makers just didn't get that. So I look for anomalies like that.
You said Dominic Cruz, right?
Dominic Breazeale.
Oh, okay.
Dominic Cruz is MMA.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of fights. I'll tell.
Boxer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Deontay Wilder, and there's a lot of fights like that. I'll only bet boxing matches where the odds are like way off as far as how the odds makers have it, and even if they might be right as to who's probably going to win, like I'll give you for instance. So upcoming fight, hopefully it gets made. Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
So everyone is going to open up Gervonta Davis as the betting favorite, guaranteed. But it's almost a pick'em fight. It's almost a 50-50 fight, and people don't realize this. So if the odds open up and
Garcia's ready for him, though?
Let's say, yeah. It could go either way. It could go. I think Tank is a little bit better, and I think he's to me, I think he's an anomaly. I think he's this little guy that has a solid game that just has so much power behind his punches. Well, he's technically savvy. But let me make this point real quick. So let's say the betting odds open and Ryan Garcia is like plus 300. I'm taking Ryan Garcia because that's way too wide of a spread. He has a legitimate chance of beating Gervonta Davis. So in reality, he should be like plus 150. That's really where he should be, and Gervonta should be minus 150 or whatever the fucking case may be.
I think this fight is gonna say whether Ryan Garcia has a name or not.
Ryan Garcia is legit. When he first came out, I used to hate on him because he stands straight. Yeah. Well, he stands straight, his chin's up high. He still hasn't fixed that too much. Like, not the best head movement, but as he's going and progressing and he's maturing, that kid could fight, man. A
lot of the old heads don't like him because he has like a big
He's a pretty boy and shit.
He has a big social media following.
So what? That's how you get popular. That's how you make money.
That's how it is now.
That's the game these days.
That's the only way to succeed.
Hate on him, copy him. Yeah. If you don't have that, you're you're leaving money on the table. You're kind of a fool.
But he was sparring with Jake Paul, and this is like when
Logan, I think.
No. Jake Paul. Ryan Garcia was punched.
Because I remember when he punched Logan in the stomach a bunch of times on camera.
Jake Paul, he punched too, though.
Did he?
He took a gut shot from Ryan Garcia and put his ass down.
That kid hits hard. All right, so let me say it like this. Gervonta Davis is an anomaly, a freak of nature. He has tremendous skills. He has abnormal power. He's like the Deontay Wilder of the
tiny little guy. It's insane.
That's why his nickname is Tank.
Yeah.
And he's a great counter puncher, pot shotter. He has a lot of composure for his age. He's patient. He waits. He picks his spots. He doesn't just rush in. So what people don't realize about Ryan Garcia is Ryan Garcia has almost the same amount of power as Gervonta Davis. You can argue that it's the same power. Yeah. And he's got that long range, and he is the fastest. Hand speed-wise, not foot speed, but hand speed, that's the fastest person on earth right now. His hand speed is ridiculous. And he's got laser-like precision and accuracy. He's a great counter puncher, and he could sleep Gervonta just as much as Gervonta could sleep him. So if you come, and he has the height advantage and the reach advantage. So if you put all that shit together, he's a real danger to Gervonta Davis, especially unlike Rolly Romero, where he kind of like dove in and got clipped coming in. Ryan Garcia likes to stay on the outside and pick you off, and he catches you on the end of his punches, so he's very concussive. And again, he's very, very fast, and he has a good shot selection. So Gervonta having to overcome all that, it's going to be very difficult. On the other hand, if you watch the Luke Campbell fight where he catches Ryan Garcia with that overhand left right on the chin, and again, like Ryan Sand's really tall, he takes it. You're supposed to keep your chin down so you don't get caught on the button because that's how you get knocked out. But Ryan's up here a lot of time. Gets caught, boom, gets knocked down by Luke Campbell, gets up, rallies to win the fight. It was a great fight, but it was a rookie mistake. If he gets caught the same way in this fight,
he's not getting
it's
back
fucking over. And that's very, very possible. So that's the one thing that I would say that I would hope to see when they go through camp is for him to work on his head movement.
It's definitely happening, right?
No, it's not definitely happening. It's like almost official, but you know how it is in boxing.
Boxing is annoying.
It's all the politics. Yeah. Just give us the fights we want, man.
Just give the fight, dude. It's so... Dude,
fucking
honestly...
Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, why aren't you fighting? What the fuck?
Yeah, why did they do this?
But boxing, the fighters could push.
Boxing is legitimately fading.
Yeah.
And it's for literally reasons like this.
Yeah, they're killing it, man.
Yes,
we don't care that you're undefeated. We don't give a fuck that you're undefeated. Not everyone is Floyd Mayweather. Yes, exactly. I want to see the best fights. I'll respect you more if you fight a hard fight and lose than if you fight a bunch of bums and keep your stupid O. Yeah. I don't give a shit about that. That's why I love Keith Thurman. Keith one-time Thurman. He's the man. He'll fight anyone. He always said, he's like, if you could beat me, beat me.
Yeah.
He's like, someone's O has to go. And he got beat by Manny Pacquiao, but he always put himself in there, and he fought the best. He was not a duck. That dude is bad. You can argue that he ducked Errol Spence or whatever, maybe a little bit here and there. But at that point in time, he wasn't exactly in his prime. He had all kinds of injuries and hand problems, and he needed to work his way back into that fight more or less. I hope that fight happens. Keith Thurman is dope. But anyway.
If that, I'm just being real, if that fight doesn't happen, and Jake Paul's already going over to boxing.
Is this light
MMA.
flickering? It's driving me nuts.
No.
I think our overhead light is this one. Yeah, that bulb is going out. Oh, I gotta change that.
No, I'm like...
I thought I was like, am I having a seizure? Like, what the fuck is happening right now?
My mother was hit by lightning when I was being born.
Tesla?
And so sometimes lights flicker around me.
Is that
remember
what
Powder?
Yes.
Don't you remember that movie, Powder?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
I forgot about that movie.
I thought nobody was too wet for you, Steve.
Now that's white privilege right there.
There you go, right?
Fucking Powder.
That was typical 90s movie. Stupid ass background.
John Travolta.
No. Pay wasn't in Powder.
Wasn't it?
No.
Are you sure?
Positive, my guy. Come on, man.
Bro, we're looking this up.
King,
I know the movie. I watched it. The movie was like, it won a bunch of awards and shit. It was decent.
You're thinking Michael.
No, I'm thinking of fucking...
With where you had the brain tumor, right?
I think so, yeah. No, not Michael, though.
Phenomenon.
Phenomenon. Thank you.
Yep.
Who was Powder?
Powder was a nobody kid and a nobody cast and a nobody director. So
no. Who was the actor?
I have no idea. Dude, he was painted white.
He was nobody?
No clue. Yeah, I think
it was Sean Patrick Flannery. I love him.
Let me see. Can you give me a
Dude,
picture?
Sean Patrick Flannery. You ever see Boondock Saints?
Sean Patrick Flannery. He's the whitest boy around. Look at them cheeks.
Did you see Conor McGregor's commercial for his proper number 12 Apple?
No.
That dude is hilarious, man. He's a piece of shit in a lot of ways, but he's genuinely funny and entertaining.
I like him better outside of the ring these days, dude, for real.
He's fucking hilarious, man. Yeah, that he did like a Steve Jobs kind of impression where he comes on stage in like the all black and like people are clapping. He's like, proper number 12 Apple, and like the screen is behind him. It's massive, dude. It's hysterical, man.
It's too funny, man. God damn, he just went on such a losing.
You know he's coming back to fight Michael Chandler, right? He's going to be one of the tough coaches.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun fight because those two are bangers.
I guess. He upsets.
I'm not saying he's going to be the way he ever was, but it'll be a fun fight.
But the problem is that he could have went for way longer. I'm not saying he never would have got beat. I'm just saying.
No, he screwed up when he tried to adopt Mayweather's style. Yes. After he fought Floyd Mayweather, it ruined his psyche. He wanted to be like a boxer. He was fighting on the front foot, big, heavy-handed punches. He used to be very light on his feet, the in and out.
And then became a total dick outside of the ring. Starts hitting old men and
that was the one where he actually lost a large part of.
It's like, dude.
I'm like, dude, not old people, not kids, not women. You know what I'm saying? Like, you punch some asshole in the face at the mall or something, go nuts, whatever.
Or if you're gonna do it,
he cut you in line at Wetzel's Pretzels.
How did he not knock that old man out? Dude?
I don't think he meant to. Obviously. He clearly could knock that old guy out. Dude, I mean, let's not be ridiculous. That guy was like, literally, his skull was made out of iron, like Madonna's face.
If you're gonna punch a fucking old person, knock him out.
Oh my God. Get that soft head.
Shattering some old man's
You do that slow motion. You see the jaw go, just slobber flies out of the side of his face. Teeth,
he just cracks his dentures in half, dude. Because believe me, I get it. If anybody was gonna knock somebody out, it'd be like Conor McGregor.
I call this the retirement package.
I'm just saying, it's like okay, so you either don't hit him or knock him out, but don't go in the middle. Don't throw a punch that's gonna bother everybody anyway. Yeah. You know what I mean?
What would be a lot worse if he got knocked off his bar stool? What if the old man has like this weird superhuman strength, and as Conor McGregor goes to hit him, he just like catches it open hand like this and just stops him dead, and like just throws him across the bar?
Or he was like some 3-time world champion in like Kazakhstan and nobody ever heard, and he just comes down. He's like.
He's amazing. He just lights him up like a Christmas tree.
Just slips him. He just starts picking him off like in front of all his boys.
Madonna's hanging upside down by her feet in the bar.
Did you see, dude? Every once in a while that happens. Did you see that?
Her wombat face.
He walked by that little guy telling a story at the bar.
Kickboxer?
God, dude. Listen, I didn't know we were gonna talk about this, so I didn't bring up his name. But he's kind of built like Andrew Tate, but he's a kickboxer. And he walks by this guy in the bar, like bumps into him, and the little guy's like sitting there, and he goes, and the little guy. I'm telling you right now, the guy was looking for a fight.
Sure. And
he walks by, and he like, because the guy's up there telling a story to his friends, and who cares? Honestly, who cares? You're in a bar, people talk. I mean, fuck. I could not believe this guy was like literally looking for trouble. So he walks by, and he like kind of bumps into him. And the guy's drunk, and obviously, dude, honestly, you have nothing to prove. You're a fucking champion. Well, I don't know if he's a champion, but he's a kickboxer. You can obviously whip somebody's ass. He turns around, and the guy goes, whoa, man, what was it? And just, boom, bam.
This little dude
lights
he just
him
tees
up.
Off on him?
Dude, I'm going to show you the video.
That's a shame. He should be embarrassed.
I swear to God, we'll pull the video up next time we do an episode, but you got to see this. Like, belts him, and then he says they arrest him, and he hits no. You know when the comment section's like made its mind up. Like, it's like there's no redeeming it. There's no like. Well,
no, you're a piece of shit for life.
Literally, everybody was like, "You monster! You could have killed him. This, and that." And the guy comes out to the judge because he gets arrested. He comes out, and his first statement was, "I was in fear for my life."
Shut the fuck up,
dude.
Come on,
dude. Honestly, man.
Look,
I'm not.
At least be a man. Be like, yo, I was wrong. I mishandled this. I shouldn't have done what I did. I'll face my penalty like a man. Take my consequences. Pay my fine. Make my apologies. Do my time.
And even
be a man.
Yeah, even then you're gonna get a shit ton of hate because you're a
at least you could be redeemed.
Kickboxer. Yeah, you know what I mean. But it's like, and at least you say everybody fucks up, and people will tend to forget those things if you just out and say these things like, hey, I fucked up. What do you want from me? You know what I mean? I messed up.
I was too drunk. I shouldn't have behaved that way. I need to dial it in.
Something. There's no excuse for what I did, but I did it. Like, think about it like this, okay? Nobody's even talking about Dana White hitting his wife right now. Why?
No, they just went away, which I'm glad. I mean, like, he only made one mistake. You know what I mean? That we're aware of anyways. That we're aware of.
If any celebrity ever wants to know how to handle the media, right there.
But he also took responsibility. He came out and was like, I deserve everything that I'm going to get, everything they're throwing at me, all the comments. He's like, I absolutely deserve it.
People were saying in the comments, she hit him first. Dana White goes, I don't care if she hit me first. There's never an excuse to hit. And people were literally like,
wow.
Okay. Because you know
Look, we all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
We all have low moments.
Oh, for sure.
And that's it.
I love how everyone is so like righteously indignant and so judgmental. It's like, they're the worst ones. Think about your worst moments in your life. Even just, I'm sure there's more than one, by the way. Yeah. Think about just a handful of them. And now imagine they were caught on tape and the whole world saw it. And how do you think you would be viewed?
And they all got you under this, with a
little bit of mercy.
Yeah, fine tooth comb?
Yeah, fine-tooth comb.
Yeah, and they're going over everything you do, and they finally
your
got
worst
you,
moments.
And they nail you to the wall, and
now like that's who you are. That's all you are now. Is that you're one? You could have like saved 900 people's lives. Adopted all kinds of fucking illegal people and made them legit and like helped them out and fixed their families. And then that one, it's like that joke, the Irish joke, whatever. He's like, but you fuck one goat, and you're a goat fucker forever. He's like, they never say Brian the master painter or Brian the master carpenter, but you fuck one goat. It's gold, Brian, man.
You're a goat fucker.
Yeah, you're just a goat fucker now. That's it.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely ridiculous. Everybody stands on their high horse and they say, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
He's such a piece of shit. I'm perfect.
Yeah. It's absolutely ridiculous. Man, the pressure that must have been on him too. Like, you own a business that's changed people's lives for the better.
He could have saved face if he tried to pretend like he was advertising the power slap contest.
Like,
and he goes, now you go.
Yeah, she was in on it. We're doing a world's first intersex slap contest, and hey,
he was just promoting.
Women,
that's all he was doing. That's how clever he is.
What if they did do that?
What, if it was just a promotion?
Dude, yeah. No. But take the hardest slapper on the men's side on that horrible competition and take the hardest slapper for the women's side. And you're like, okay. By the way, Dana White would never do that.
I think we should put Madonna in it because I don't think her face feels anything.
She would go.
she'd be the world champ unless she gets knocked out.
You would hit her and she'd go, yeah. Is that all you have?
She could sleep through that slap.
Yeah.
She needs to with that
tired.
Desensitized rubber face that she's got.
Oh, that slap, is that what you did? I want some beef Wellington now. I'm going to slap this person. And then look, and then she paid a team of doctors to build some robotic arm. It's like and just
some Rick and Morty shit.
The dude just floors him.
It just packs back up. It folds back.
Madonna.
Oh, that's gold.
Never forget, darling. Never. She's so weird, man.
Oh my god,
dude! It's even weirder watching her talk and stuff like that because now it's like I bet she came up with it. It's like everybody dresses as fancy as they can in the utmost fashion. Turn the camera on black and white because that's all anybody cares about these
days. With her coy fish face.
And I want to have some dialogue with Mrs. Amy Schumer. I'd like to show people how funny I am.
Oh my god,
it's weird, dude. She's nuts, and her TikTok's even more nuts, dude. She's so weird, dude. All right, well let's get to something light. A pedophile in Texas consumes sodium nitrate before
something light. I'm sorry, repeat that headline again. Yeah, let's get to something light. A pedophile in Texas.
So a pedophile comes out and
it's a mild case of pedophilia.
He pleads guilty, and obviously he is, or else he wouldn't have pulled his little stunt. And the judge was going to hand him down 5 30-year sentences for every offense that he pulled. They don't have too much information about it. I think the victims, they'd like to remain anonymous. But the guy gets a hold of some sodium nitrate. They show him on camera buying a water bottle from one of the commissaries in there, mixes it up. It's a cloudy bottle, smashes it, and goes down like a sack of potatoes. Thank you for saving the state some money, sir. I mean, really.
Honest to God.
I wish the rest of you would, take some initiative there. You know,
if I get locked up for something and they tell me it's life in prison or whatever, I'll be like, please just kill me. Number one, I don't want to live like that. Number two, I don't want to burden our tax. Why are you keeping me alive? Why are you paying to feed me and house me and clothe me for what? I can't do anything. I'm not a credit to society anymore. No one wins from this. Just take me out. Fuck it.
If I was the president of the world, so stupid. If I was the president of the world right now, this is how I would do things. Okay, I would say, okay, everybody that was in there for drug crimes, you're all going home. Everybody that's murdered, maimed, raped, everything like that, we're going to check into your case on a case-by-case,
Make sure we got the right guy.
If you murdered a bunch of little girls, you're going bye-bye and not 3 years from now, you're not going to sit on death row if the evidence that they got against you is like foolproof, like there's like everybody knows that you did it, you admitted to it. If you pleaded guilty to it, any of these things, I don't care what it is.
We'll make
you're
it
going
fun.
Bye-bye, goodbye. That's
we'll make
over.
it fun. We'll get one of those. We'll get one of those carnival dunk tanks, but it's just like acid.
Oh
it's a vat of acid. People are just throwing shit at it. You're like, every time.
Dude,
how amazing would that be?
And dude, I would say
like Dip from Roger Rabbit, where he melts the shoe.
Dude, that'd be
for
sick,
people.
dude. That'd be super sick. And you know what? Have people donating money to be a part of it.
Put clown makeup on them and shit. Yeah.
Who would feel bad about it? Nobody.
Oh my god, yeah. And then the money goes to the families.
Yeah.
The money that they get from the dunk tank. Yeah. But you got to make the target real small, so a lot of people have to pay a lot to get it eventually.
But you know what would happen? You would get pushback even on that. Okay, this guy raped a bunch of people, a bunch of little kids, murdered them, all this. You would literally get people. This is what's so sick. You would literally get people and go, oh, well, you can't play God. Yes, I can.
It's super inhumane. I'm not going to lie. It's just an entertaining thought.
Yeah, but it's I don't understand.
It takes him
45
minutes to be eaten by the acid, though. He's just like, he's gargling it.
Stuff like that. It's why are we not all on board that those people have completely given up their right to life? Why does a pedophile get 4 years in prison and a murderer gets like 7 to. I mean, don't get me wrong.
They got to get more than that. No,
well,
isn't it a life sentence? Murder in the first degree. I don't know.
If you
we talking manslaughter, or we talking straight up
manslaughter, something like 7 years. Murder in the first degree, sometimes it's 25 or less. Like honestly, I think it depends on whether a judge or not, how they hand down what you're going to serve and stuff like that.
Right.
Saying there's all sorts of time handed out and stuff. I'm just saying that, like, because they could always do the max or the minimum. So if you get the minimum, you get 12 years, you'll serve at least 8 or whatever. You serve like 80% of your time or whatever. But I'm just saying it's like. Pedophiles, dude, sometimes they serve a year and they come out and they go on the registry, and what do they care? What do they care that they're on some registry? They make it to where people don't even know what the registry is.
Right.
These people should be walking around. How about this? If you're going to get out and you've raped kids, you should walk around with a huge sign that says, I rape kids. I don't understand why
just tattooed on your forehead.
Yeah, they gave up their right for us to be humane to them. They're not humans anymore. Now you're a liability. Why are we so like...
That's why I like the idea of like criminal islands, like Sicily. How we had it, you know what I mean? Or like just Alcatraz.
Alcatraz, yeah.
Instead of it being like a facility, I think we may have talked about this. I don't remember if we talked about this on an episode or not. You put them all on an island, and like with yeah, but you just have like Coast Guard like just patrolling the borders of the island so no one can escape. This way you have minimal staff. You know what I mean? Just keep them all on the fucking island. Yeah.
And I don't care.
And let them. I don't give a shit what happens.
If they swim off the island and they survive, then they get their freedom.
No, dude, no, hell no. You got a Coast Guard chopper with a sniper rifle. Yeah, man, just picking them off. Yeah, you just picking them off, and just let them fend for themselves. Let them make huts and shit or whatever they want to do. I don't give a shit.
I just don't understand. Like, well, of course. We would get pushed back on there, like, oh, you can't do that to people. Of course you can. I don't understand why it's so universally agreed that like somebody who rapes kids should completely and utterly go away forever. If you don't agree with the death penalty, fine. But I don't understand why any of this is subjective whatsoever. I think they're trying to normalize it. I do. I think they're trying to piggyback. I think those type of people are trying to piggyback on like the LGBTQ thing, and they consider them maps. Now you're sick.
Don't they have like a new term for people that are attracted to children now?
Minor attracted people.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah. No, you're normalizing it. You don't get an acronym.
Don't use soft language on such a despicable act.
You're a sick fuck rapist.
Yes.
Unless it's SFR, I don't want to hear your acronym. Forget it. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I just...
Enough of the acronyms, too, by the way.
I didn't want to get into an angry episode, but we started talking about it.
Are you angry?
It makes me angry. It bothers me. I just don't understand why we're so light on that type of criminal. You know what I mean? And why anybody would do 20 years for a controlled substance or something like that.
That shit is ridiculous.
It's insane to me. Why
is there still people locked up for weed? Are there still people locked up for marijuana?
I don't think anymore.
I think there is.
I think if you had like pounds and pounds and pounds at a time and you're locked up, yeah, that's insane. Why? For what? Get them out of there. Get them
ridiculous.
out of there. Yeah.
Let my people go. Those are my people.
It's me, Moses.
I'm the Moses of of stoners, of pot smokers.
I'm going to split the Red Sea. Yeah, I don't know, man. Whatever. We're gonna get into some big. Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
What else do we got?
Did you just do the Irish?
Yeah.
The Irish Hitler.
The Irish Hitler.
Hitler.
Hitler's spaghetti.
Did you see that picture I sent you for the cat? It's too good, man. Well, anyways, some stupid rapist off himself. God bless America. Okay, so
that was the one service he did for humanity.
Yeah,
just taking himself out of the equation.
Okay, well, now I don't want to get into the second story now.
No?
It's a big earthquake in Turkey.
Is that a big deal? Is a lot of people dying?
Oh, how about this? All right, instead of telling...
Is there anything to say about that? Earthquake happened, people died, right?
15,000?
I mean, it's a tragedy, it's a shame, but we've seen a lot of natural disasters. There's no story there.
You know what I want to segue into? How about this, right? I'm going to turn it into something.
Let's hear it. Go ahead. Bet.
What's America's next big natural disaster? Do you think it's going to be...
Whoa.
Ooh. Like, you think it's tsunami off of California or something like that?
We don't get tsunamis, do we?
Well, I mean, we
not
do,
really.
Is it ever like
Thailand
a major
does.
thing,
No, I can't think of one major tsunami we've ever had in our country. Is the Pacific
Ocean, does it get that bad? I don't think it does. Well, that's the thing is they always say that like California's like on a fault line or whatever, so I guess there's supposed to be a lot of earthquakes. An earthquake. An earthquake. A big
earthquake.
One too. Yeah.
But you know what though? Isn't it like in like the Midwest, don't they get a lot of like twisters?
Sure.
tornadoes and shit or whatever.
More
tornadoes, water though, right?
More Oklahoma. I mean, it's rain. You know, it's more so wind that picks up on those flatlands, and then you start.
By the way, that's one of the big reasons why I like to live in Vegas and I chose to live here. I do not want to deal with natural disasters.
We don't even deal with snow out here.
No natural. Every once in a while, but it melts like that day or the next day. It's nothing, and it's like once every 10 years.
Would be extreme heat.
I love the heat. Heat is power to me. I'm like Superman under a yellow sun when the summer comes around. It's the best. Cold is my kryptonite, literally. I fall apart in the cold. So yeah, but I mean, no blizzards, no landslides. Yeah. We don't have hail. We don't have twisters. We don't have earthquakes. It's the best. I don't need to worry about any of that shit. Or even like weird animals. Like you go to Florida and like you're walking in your car and an alligator like bites your fucking leg off. Like, that happens out there, by the way. You could jump in your pool and there it is. Like there's like it's like Captain Hook.
There's all sorts of people's pets go missing all the time in Florida because of alligators. Yeah. Kids,
can you imagine?
Pets. Yeah. You have to worry about this dinosaur, this still living dinosaur that just so happened to roam in your backyard. Yeah, and for some reason none of them have fences up. What Floridians don't put fences up, so then you just got the gator walking by.
You're just getting death rolled in your own swimming pool. You know how horrible that would be.
You're the one who took Chubb's hand. I got his eye.
It's all in the hips.
It's all in the hips. Oh man, that was too good. Happy Gilmore was too good, man.
Carl Weathers, baby.
Yeah.
Apollo Creed. What's your segue story?
I was gonna say, what's our next big natural disaster? And then our last one would have been Hurricane Katrina, and that was devastating.
That did a number.
Right? Like you don't expect these things. In
hurricane. There you go. We get hurricanes. We don't get tsunamis though, right? That's not the same thing.
A tsunami is a wave.
Yeah, a giant wave.
A hurricane would be...
It's just a massive storm that just breaks and destroys everything. Yeah, exactly. You can get floods from it, but it's not like one wave that crashes over your city.
I mean, they had Hurricane Ian in Texas, I believe, and they really played it up. I think of course, fear sells, and
they really played it up.
Dude, nothing happened.
Oh, really?
You went out the next morning, and there was like a stop sign blown over. I want bodies hanging off like street lights and shit, man.
Just a guy falling from like 200 feet in the air.
Just got swept
ripped
apart bodies that got just flying through glass, just cutting them in the air as they're flying.
You're on like the 15th floor of a building and some dude just slams into the side of the window.
Just rips through.
He's like,
you see this like wind channel like take over. It's like rips his body parts and then the blood just like flaps out the other side. Just like, what the fuck is going on?
You see another dude just flying like this through the air. He's trying to do the Superman.
I think you're onto something.
I'd have fun with it.
I think the hurricane, the earthquake would. I think destruction wise, I think that would be like your next,
devastating.
Devastating. Like San Francisco, which literally already looks like a natural disaster happened. Well, could you imagine San Francisco right now in the state that it's in right now? Right now, they get some like Category 9 like earthquake that just everything just comes down, buildings toppling over.
Like Building 7.
Golden State Bridge.
Everything comes down like mysteriously.
The Full House is like just nothing. I don't understand how it even works, but everything just crumbles. People, just bodies, and everybody's like trapped under rubble and stuff like that. Like honestly, as big as it's a mess of that city would be, all right.
So you just want like a zombie apocalypse, but without zombies.
I just think that, okay, if not God, if not the universe, and if not destiny, I think life has a way of cleaning up,
100%.
Hitting the reset button.
100%.
New Orleans.
It creates balance.
New Orleans, as horrible as what those people went through,
That was Sodom and Gomorrah.
They are doing, yes, and they're doing better than ever. It knocked down all those projects. It knocked down, and
they had to rebuild.
I'm not saying lower income homes. I'm telling you, there was plenty of everything that was there, and they rebuilt, and it's beautiful now. Even affluent areas, they rebuilt, and they got plenty of funding, which everybody needs because that's what you look for. Nobody's going to ask you after Hurricane Katrina, like, well, why do you need all this money? Why do you think shit? Exactly. So what they did was they took it, they put it into the economy, they built new homes, they got everything going, and that city has been
it's revitalized.
Good.
That's like what Daniel Tosh was like, if any place needed a bath.
Yeah.
Like, dude, he's a savage.
They're right. Dude,
He's a savage.
And he's absolutely right. And dude, I'm telling you, man, you're right. The fault lines, they constantly talk about that always. San Francisco sits right on a fault line. And if that
California
thing came down, yeah. I mean, and then what? And that would just further show that leadership has no idea what they're doing.
I'm hoping the earthquake happens and it just splits California off of America and they just float into the fucking ocean.
Dude, and they float and then they...
I don't even want him to say, be miserable together on that floating island. You all deserve each other at this point.
It's so weird, though. It's like, I hate to sound like this, dude. I hate that.
Where's
place
Mindiana Jones to save you?
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't even care. I'm telling you. I'm not even shitting you. I could care less what happens in California. They've already destroyed it. What do you care? What do you care if some if you get a
let's keep all the looting on California Island.
Yeah, exactly. It's disgusting, dude. What else can you do to that place? Please show me,
God.
I don't know, man. That'd be nuts, though, dude. That would be crazy. I think America's due for one. I think America's due for a big natural disaster.
What do y'all think, ladies and gentlemen? Drop a comment. Is it time for a natural disaster?
What natural disaster would you like to see?
Also, let us know what you think of the new improvements to the show. Do we like it? Do we not like it?
We like it.
Engage with us. We're gonna tailor this to your experience as much as it is ours.
You're gonna tell me that this doesn't look a million times better. You're gonna tell me that this lighting, where you can see me and Nick so clearly and so beautifully.
If we're fans of this, drop a like on there. Throw a like on the episode. Let us know that you like the new upgrades and everything. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. The more support we get, the better quality we could bring to you. It's about us. It's about we.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding. Free Andrew Tate.
Free Andrew Tate.
Every episode except for the magic one I forgot because I was in a whole different land. But yes, free Andrew Tate. I still support him.
And so was I. I was sitting here like this.
Just watching me. That was a great time, man.
We talked afterwards. We had no idea what the hell
I was like, well, let's see what this looks like.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. That was so bad, man.
So, what else we got, buddy? I don't even know how far we are in.
I don't know neither. Usually we got the clock. We got to get a clock. I'll tell
we
you
don't
what.
need it. Yeah, we do. No, we do. We do need a clock. Yeah. Well, let's just check the start time and just look at the phone as we go.
Well, I'll tell you what. No matter what, we close on a video anyway. So by the time we do this, all right. So this is how this went down. Okay. So as a kid, do you ever not know the words to a song? So you just like throw some gibberish in there.
But it sounds like the song.
Sounds perfect.
You just go.
So in Italy, there was a young boy named Adriano Celentano.
Is he a young boy? He looks like he's 46.
No. When he really liked American music.
Yeah.
So, but obviously he wasn't fluent in the language. So
this is gold.
He was a real big hit of Elvis and Rolling Stones, and he would sit there and mutter up words. So he said, you know what? I'm gonna write a song. I'm gonna write an American song. I want American pop,
American style.
Yeah, American rock going out, American style song. But I don't know how to speak it, so I'll just try to make it sound as close as possible.
And
this dude becomes the #1 hit in Italy. Everywhere. They're all blaring out this.
It's literal gibberish.
Why? Because he has a song that sounds American to them.
And it's good. It's one of the and the guy could dance his ass off.
Dance his ass off. And he has like the hottest chicks in Italy, which is like ridiculous at the time.
But they're all like 13.
They're all they're in the classroom and he's like shaking his dick around the set for them, just going off. And
he's all hips, baby. That dude's all hips. Yeah. It's gold.
And I'm telling you right now, if you watch this, I guarantee you're gonna look it up afterwards and just keep watching it and watching it. You can't turn away. It's honestly
definitely look it up after because like I said, like we added all these new upgrades, but our hardware's kind of slow. So there's a chance when I go to play the video, it might be a little choppy. It might not. We usually preload them so that doesn't happen. I try to do that. So you might see the lighting come down too because like I said, the processing power kind of needs it for this. So if it doesn't come through perfectly, this is the first time we've used a new feature, so we're not sure what's going to happen. But check that video out on your own if it doesn't come through because it is mesmerizing. Yeah, it's fucking mesmerizing. It's greatness.
What we're about to do is
all hips.
As a blind faith test. So bear with us. But I'm telling you this right now. These steps that we're taking, it's to get the show better.
And once we upgrade this bad Jasper here, the whole thing's gonna come together because then we could run on much higher standards of quality and settings and things. So, but anyway, you want to rock with the video?
Absolutely.
All right, let's try this out, guys.
Okay, Adriano Celentano. Peas and corn and ain't gonna be no. And what I just said is the name of the song. Okay, so don't
zucchini, yeah.
Zucchini.
Two zucchinis.
All right, and it's not. They're not saying all right. They're just saying something that sounds like all right because a lot of American songs had all right in it.
Banning it. All right. Also, let us know if you could see clearly on the TV in the back, too, because we're going to do this from now on.
Exactly.
All right, let's hear this.
Freezing cold in 89 years old.
Let's let it run for a minute so it catches up.
I'm freezing cold in 89 years old. All right.
Look how in sync they are, too.
This is gold. I'm already fucking mesmerized, man. Look at... They all do this.
Watch his hips.
Oh, this guy's bad. He's bad.
Oh, shit.
Oh, this slaps. What's up? Oh, Billy's in. You're just like him. He does things like... Isn't this guy the greatest? Let's let it play for a sec. Let's just hear. Just listen to it. Listen, you'll hear it's gibberish.
Dude, look at those moves.
This guy
He's
rules.
so cool. He's saying nothing.
He's not saying anything. Oh, this shit slaps. They're all saying gibberish, by the way. Everybody. There's not one real word. Except for peas and something, right?
No. They even spell it wrong because he had no idea what the fuck he was talking about.
Peas and coffee. I'm gonna do that. That's my new sign off from now on.
So cool. Oh yeah.
From now on.
Can we do that now? Yes.
From now on.
Look at that.
Dude, he's so good, man.
Ass off. Look at that.
Oh my god.
That's him. That is super him.
Dude, he slept with his whole village.
Oh my god.
He kind of looks like Chevy Chase too.
A little bit.
A little
right?
bit.
He's a good looking dude.
Are we good?
Yeah.
You want to watch? This is gold, right? You got to check this out. Watch the whole thing. It just keeps getting better.
The issue is that if we watch it, we're just gonna keep watching it.
I also don't know if it's like fucking. See how it got dark.
No, good. Doesn't it look like
we're an hour in. We did a nice one here.
We sure as shit did. But doesn't it look like it like faded back to us anyway? It
does.
Almost adds something.
Well,
to
once
it.
yeah, because it kind of like highlights the screen behind us. I'm not sure. We're gonna keep working on it.
Did it show me dancing?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
It showed us the whole time. That's what I like about it, is that we stay big instead of having to put the screen down. Now we're just talking about the show on the show. It's the most meta thing I've ever done.
Oh, man, it's too good. I really am, Nick. Honestly, man, we rolled into a couple home runs.
Boom. It was a rough go. We were supposed to
good.
start shooting at like 3. We ended up shooting at like 5:30 because we had to troubleshoot everything.
We were considering not shooting.
Oh, shout out to my good friend Jason Liss, a man I've known for many years. He was my old assistant manager at Besso. He's very intelligent, great guy, charismatic. I'd love to have him on the show one day, but he pointed out that the microphone is actually picking it up from the laptop and not our actual mics. And I didn't think he was right for a minute because we could hear it in our headsets. But on the Magic episode, I realized when I leaned back, I got quieter even when I was holding the mic. So, Jason, thank you for pointing that out, man. That went a long way to helping the quality of the show.
When he first
We're
said
not tech guys, man.
When he first said it, did you like roll your eyes like, I know how to use a fucking microphone? And then meanwhile, he was right?
Yeah, I was like, shut up, dickhead.
He
was dead right.
I don't know if somebody told me, like, if I was speaking into a microphone all the time and they're like, I don't think your mic works. And you're like,
yeah, so
okay.
we were just doing make-believe the entire time. It's gold.
That's too funny, dude. Like, yeah, sure, my mic doesn't work.
But what do you say? You want to come back for another episode Friday?
Yes, no doubt.
Friday.
Yeah, let's hit our thing.
You want to take us out?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Irish Spaghetti Podcast. We are saying we love you. We are here. Good night. New set, baby. Free Top G. Nick, what do you got to say?
Free Top G. This has been episode 14. We look forward to seeing you again with the new upgrades, and we can't wait to bring you more and more quality as time goes on.
Peace
Have a great night. God bless.
All right.
We do that now. Take it easy, eh?
Look at this, yeah?
Hey, zucchini.